leaves the EU until the government listens to them.
The French authorities have hired hundreds more staff to deal with customs checks. Are these striking officers right when they say that there could be chaos after Brexit?
Well, according to government officials, absolutely not. The French government says it has the situation under control. As you said, there are plans to indeed increase the number of officers in the borders, in the tunnel channel, but also in the port of Calais, where the number is expected to almost double. Plus, according to the budget minister here in France, everything is in place, including what he calls intelligent measures, so that everything runs smoothly after March 29. Take a listen.
We're ready for this revolution at the borders. There will not be any bottleneck of the century in Calais. What we will do is to control the arrival of goods on European soil and hence first on French soil. And we will work in an intelligent manner with digital developments that allow targeting and pre-controls. Things will go smoothly come March and April.
So the possibility of a no-deal Brexit had sparked fears in and around Calais for several months now. But the government insists that everything is in place and that everything will run smoothly. However, the plans of the French government to hire more officers have yet to materialize. And so truck drivers, port workers, but also tourists that go through Calais pretty much every day are still left with more questions than answers about what happens after March 29th.
Good Morning Europe, coming up on Euronews.
This weather report is brought to you by Turkish Airlines. This weather report was brought to you by Turkish Airlines.
Welcome back to Good Morning Europe. For only the second time, an HIV patient has been declared free of the virus following a bone marrow transplant. More than a decade after a man known as the Berlin patient was seemingly cured, the results have now been reproduced in a person known as the London patient. NBC's Kelly Kobiela reports.
More than a decade after Timothy Ray Brown was cured of the virus that causes AIDS, it's happened again. A second patient from London is in long-term remission. Brown today at Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center.
It's an exciting thing that finally I'm getting another sibling in my very small family of HIV cured people.
Both patients had cancer and were given bone marrow transplants from donors with a rare genetic mutation making them resistant to HIV. Brown nearly died, and for years researchers suspected the massive hit on his immune system was what eventually cured him. Now the so-called London patient is HIV-free after his treatment in 2016.
What we really needed is another case to demonstrate that that was not a one-off.
But a bone marrow transplant comes with huge risks.
It is not scalable among the large number of HIV-infected individuals when you have a single pill that you can give them that can essentially suppress their virus in a very effective way.
While it's not a cure yet, the new finding is a dose of hope for the millions living with HIV. Kelly Kobiella, NBC News, New York.
Well, joining me now for more on this is Dr. Linda Gale Becker, who's the Deputy Director of the Desmond Tutu HIV Centre. Thanks very much for speaking to Euronews. First of all, what's the significance of this